You're holding a little thing of celestial popcorn, and suddenly you hear, "Hey, kiddo!" Avast, you travelers of realm space and beyond! We make for the port of the Rock of Brawl at once! And the ship begins to head towards the Rock of Brawl.
Morel, I appreciate that you want to have a big to-do when we go into the harbor, but maybe perhaps it's better to not have the ship explode on the way to it.
Explode, you say? Well, maybe next time have a little faith like our young friend Riddle here. I assume you're young, you're a machine. You could be old, I don't know.
I'm 6 months old.
What? Are we breaking any child labor laws having this crewmate on board?
No, I don't think those apply to robots.
And we cut from there to Calamari's Squid and Noodle Shop in the lower market of the Rock of Brawl. Is this your first time on the Rock?
Oh my God, it is! How could you tell?
You gotta try the psychic cuttlefish. It's a rite of passage.
Oh my God.
You hear a voice in your head going, "Please no! Please don't drink me!" And then it stops pretty quickly thereafter. Boxy, in your head, you hear, "Listen, amongst my people, I am a wealthy noble. I beg of you, I can make you a very, very wealthy woman. You mustn't drink me. Please, please.
Other way!
Please stop doing this. You are torturing us." You see, running through the street, maybe 2 foot tall Dowar youth runs through the street. You recognize this as a street urchin kid from the neighborhood named Ruspin. The empty skull's already in the heart.
Oh my God, Ruspin! Thank you. Thank you.
Lead with that.
The empty skull is a very silly name for a ship, unless you know who its captain is. Its captain is a gunslinger by the name of Hakatha Slim. And Hakatha Slim, in addition to being one of the best shots in Wildspace, is also a mind flayer. All right, have it your way, Torvin. You want to be captain?
You think we should go into town and maybe make some more friends?
We return to Kaiho, Karoshi, to Neba, to Boxy and Sunny, having just gotten the news that Hakatha Slim is in town. What do you do in this moment, having gotten this news? And do you tell anything to young Ruspin, the sort of Dowar street urchin?
Neba is definitely going to, she pulls out a little scrap of paper and a pen and writes down a couple notes for Ruspin to distribute amongst the penguin urchin network to whenever they encounter him, just harry him and buy us as much time to get out and away as possible. And she's just gonna try to slip that to him without Kaiho seeing and kind of get him out and away.
Sleight of hand versus perception.
3 total because of the natural 1 that I rolled.
That's a 14.
So basically the same rolls.
But I have enough decency that I would not bust out my friend and fellow professional that I saw it. I will just clock it.
Yes, you clock it. You see Ruspin takes the note and goes, "Got it, boss. We'll make him rue the day." And Ruspin does like a penguin belly slide down the street.
Don't get hard.
Like hits the cobblestones. Like,
Sunny would go, okay, so who is this
We've got to go.
Hakatha guy? Like, I don't know. You gotta share.
Bad news. We have to go.
Remember what I told you about the mind flayers, tentacles, eat brains, horrid abominations. My people literally exist to subjugate and eradicate.
Right.
Well, normally they're all kind of connected to each other, one big hive mind, which is awful. Hakatha's out of that, so he's his own awful person.
That's worse.
When he first got his sentience, he was trying to get rid of some memories. Boxy kind of specializes in that. She sort of did a thing to him.
Get my spoon of brain scoopies.
He's still mad about it. Okay. I intrinsically wish his species eradicated. So it's been awkward since then.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, he's really, really, really fast. So
really? I'm pretty fast too.
I know, but you're a significant target, my darling. Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's,
okay.
Right. Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you for his digits, but
no,
not that kind of a relationship. Okay.
No. Okay. I realize you're 17. I realize there is no sure way to make a 17-year-old do something than to say they cannot do that thing. Yeah. So I will simply say you really shouldn't do that thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can do better than this guy. Yeah. And I want to start like pushing her away from Calamari's, but I also want to like slam that last shot, ignore the screaming, and grab the dead mimic and just kind of take off.
Wait. I was working on that. Come back.
I actually don't let her take the dead mimic because there's a non-zero chance she's lying to me. Like, you're just like, this is worthless. Yeah.
Taking it. No.
Yeah.
Really?
You do the same to me, darling. But what I do is I send Gokata up because I can see through his eyes for 100 feet if he's within 100 feet. So basically over us, but as we're just intermittently, I just kind of like switch, get the lay of the land and come back type thing. Yeah, as we're flying over us as we're moving.
Incredible. So Neba, you take that last shot of the psychic cuttlefish. You hear a thing like, "The bar owner is lying. We are sentient. I promise."
I know.
And you mosey on out of there as fast as you can.
We mosey quickly.
Mosey.
Very fast moseying.
Mosey on out of Dodge.
Hi-ho, Karoshi does not rush.
Do-si-do.
Okay.
Foxy is very small and she's having trouble keeping up with you guys. Just hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm on my way.
I was going to say, the two words
of dragging her bunny.
Are so fun.
Would you let me go full anime where I just let you sit on my shoulder while we walk around?
Yeah. Hey, Kai-ho. I'm getting tired. Can you
Puppies.
come?
Yes.
Thank you. Wait, the bunny.
The bunny. You have to hold on to Tiny, okay? Because I'll put him here. He'll just fall, and then we have to go back. You remember what happened last time? Right. Sorry, Tiny.
So taking a moment and like stumbling through and trying to get Boxy on your shoulder as you all flee, you send Akata up. Give me a perception check from your owl.
That is going to be a 17.
17, amazing. You see your owl, often it's a noisy part of the city. Your owl's flying out, doesn't see anything, but hears something, which is a gun flash from elsewhere in the market. And through your owl, you hear a voice. Go, I'm calling you out. And a gun rings out. You don't hear it with your ears on the street. It's in a whole other neighborhood. But through your owl, you hear something echoing psychically and reverberating through your magic link to your familiar.
Okay. Sonny, remember I told you when you're good at something, never do it for free, right? But some things you can just do for the joy of it. I know where he is. And I turn and start moving in the direction of where he is. No, today's the day. Yes, no, I could not face my ancestors if I fled from him unintentionally. Nope. Yes, no, it's fine.
I want to try to grab Kaiho.
Okay, I'm going to say I'm going to need a acrobatics check from Kaiho, Boxy, and Neba in this moment.
Sunny's just gonna be like, whatever, you guys.
I grab on to Kaiho's head, like, whoa, what is going on?
For what it's worth, I don't really fight because I realize I'm very slippery when I want to be, you know what I mean? But if she tries, she's my friend, you know what I mean?
This is also because of you guys specifically where in the market you guys are running through.
Okay.
This is unrelated.
I got a 12.
12?
Natural 20 for a 22.
Woohoo!
Hey, this is acrobatics, you say, right?
Acrobatics.
It is 18.
Hell yes. Cool. You guys continue to rush on out of here. Kaiho, sorry, yes.
Just flavor-wise, I would just like say, while we're arguing, it looks like I'm not paying attention at all, but no one ever touches me. I'm just like, no, I have to do this.
Slow down.
Through the crowd, yeah.
Sunny got out a hairbrush and it's just,
incredible.
And I start brushing down here.
Neba, where do you think you are like taking these? Like, obviously, Kyle almost turned around to like face down Hakata Slim.
Yeah.
Which could be a thing that happened, but for the fact that Hakata Slim is rocking in the Empty Skull is a nautiloid spelljammer with a crew of 40. This guy's rocking into town with a squadron of people, right? Like, it's like, this guy's not going to fight fair. Kaiho might be able to throw down with Hakata Slim, but Kaiho has Sunny and Boxy and you.
Yeah.
We have the majority.
Hey.
What?
Hey,
come on.
What?
Come on.
Universe
We're
is that true? Absolutely not. We need to. What do you think you're gonna do?
Well, okay, first of all,
you and two children.
Wait, they are far more than that, actually. Yes, no, you can denigrate my skills, ma'am, normally to your detriment, but you cannot question them, and I've got you.
So let me be super clear. You brought me a dead mimic that you couldn't break into, and you think that you're equipped for this? Really? No. Hold on. Don't sigh. Don't sigh with you. Don't live here. You haven't seen, you flit about on your little adventures. He's got a crew of 40 and he's looking to kill you. You don't need to run up to him. You need to run out of town.
I will say, as Neba and Kaiho are having this short, quick, urgent conversation, Sunny and Boxy, you are standing right next to two other people. You're standing next to an astral elf with like a long elven duster and a short mechanical gnome with a mohawk of white cables for hair. You are standing in a small motley crowd. I'd say a crowd of only about 10, not too many people, watching a dancing Umber Hulk. And Torvin, this is quite important for you, with a clown's face painted on it.
Oh, he looks silly.
No.
I'm mostly focused on Neba, like totally digging into KO and just being like, oh my God, she's so cool. Like just zoned in to her, like, because, you know, he's sort of dad, you know, whatever. So.
And actually, sorry, yes.
I'm hanging on to Kaiho's head. And I notice the dancing and I grab his eyelid like, Kyle, look! And I lift it towards the Umber Hulk dancing.
I cast grease under the dancing Umber Hulk.
You cast grease under the dancing Umber Hulk.
Distraction.
I'm going to make a dexterity.
16's what it's got to be. Or it falls. Mm-hmm. You got a 20, didn't it?
Or 1.
Sorry. On a natural 1, the Umber Hulk falls, smashes into the Astral Elf, and crushes the organ grinder that the Astral Elf is playing.
Good.
The astral elf goes, "Oh God, everybody run!" and sprints away. I am going to need everybody here to roll initiative. Kaiho, you're going to be up first. The Umber Hulk starts chittering madly and spitting venom, like scrambling on the ground. I'm going to need a charisma saving throw from Kaiho.
Yeah, I get. Okay, all right. Let's see. I'm like. Be sure not to look it in the. That is going to be
deadlights.
A 15.
15 passes.
Ooh.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Does it mean I get to do what I do?
You get to do what you do.
All right. So I'm aware there's a gunslinging mind flayer somewhere in my future, so I don't necessarily want to do the whole thing. Just a point of reference. Do I notice Torvin?
You notice that as the elven organ grinder yells "run," that it looks like Riddle and Torvin, whose names you don't know. It looks like two people in the crowd are pirates and made of sterner stuff.
I would say I don't know Riddle, but Torvin and I have both been around a long time. So there's a split second. We just kind of make eye contact and then just turn and look at the Umber Hulk, you know?
Hell yeah.
Like you've both seen each other's pictures at the post office or something like that. Okay.
Oh wait, I remember you on the wanted poster. I thought that was nice.
That's good work you did there. Exactly. That's a very impressive list of. You know, we should talk about a thing that. Hang on. First, we gotta.
No, that's all true, especially the nasty bits.
Amazing. So actually, and you two are first in the initiative. So Kaiho and Torvin are both like, "Oh my fucking this guy."
You all see what something Boxy and Sunny have seen multiple times. It's like Kaiho changes. It is almost like he's made out of water. Like he moves with almost like an otherworldly grace as I activate the blade song. And just come, actually, I already know about the grease, and there's a non-zero chance I'm gonna fall in my own grease, but I'm gonna gamble and come in with the green flame blade. Just
awesome.
Go in on him. Hang on here. Let me double check if the blade song is just a bonus or advantage on acrobatics. I apologize. Mm-hmm. Oh, I do have advantage. I passed on the first roll, so I almost like glide on the surface of my grease. It's almost like I don't leave a footprint. Yeah. And then I'm gonna come in with the green flame blade.
So you made the save for your grease and are leaving it active.
Yes, I'm gonna keep it up. Well, actually, it's not concentration, so. I don't even know if I'm capable of dispersing it. Actually,
you can absolutely dismiss it as if it has a duration. Yeah.
All right, I was going to say we're just like Greece is where we live now. Oh, that is a natural 20.
Unbelievable.
It was on, and I just knew it was going to be like, you know what I mean? Yep. There you go. My first attack of the game is a natural 20.
Well done.
All right, so I will give you the damage here momentarily because I got to do. Hang on. All right, so I got that. I'm just going to roll a physical die for the green flame blade. Ooh, that is an 8 there. So something's coming. Looks like 8, 18, 36 points of damage.
Oh my God.
Wow.
See, Dave, just describe to me again, because, you know, Kaiho is like a scrapper in Wildspace, but this is a pretty, you know, we see a little bit about why this guy even has enough profile to get on this many people's shit lists, right? Arcing green flame, and there is a loud crack and a smell of some insane hissing flame and burning of whatever wet goo resides inside this Umber Hulk's carapace, incinerated by the green flame. 36 points of damage, a hefty blow. Anything else?
Technically the green flame can leap and set something else on fire, so the ruins of the pipe organ erupt into flames. Just and I just kind of like stand there next to it, full samurai moment there.
The astral elf goes, "My instrument, why?"
Because it should have died. And whoa, Whoa! That was amazing! Did you not all see that? That man just saved you all from the clown.
Yeah, the crowd kind of turns around to come back and be like,
"Go, clap!"
Why are we
Clap! Kill the giant bug clown.
I just want to kind of slap Kaio in the back of the head, like, go.
Kaio, anything else from you?
You almost hit me.
Yeah, I guess technically she's like, hopefully you don't have whiplash. I'm like, yeah, we're like right next to this thing now.
Tiny, cover your ears. It's okay.
Right. No, that is it for me.
Torvin, that's going to be you.
Is it still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I mean, it was
very much so.
It looked like it might have died from that magnificent display. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take out my gun. I was like, wait, are you Lee Kaio? Like Lee Kaio? Because you look familiar. Did we hang out once before? Hold up.
I turn and I look at him and I just say, like, well, nobody talks about the things that happen in the high city, right? And I wink with like the white milky scarred eye at him. Anybody could have pulled that job. I don't know. Like, yeah.
Torvin, is this your friend?
Oh, he's gonna be. He's gonna be your friend too. So,
did someone say new friends?
Yeah.
Amazing. Torvin. Who's talking? Torvin, go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw as you train your gun on the Umber Hulk.
Oh no. Oh no, it's so pretty. I made an attack roll, but I got a 4.
Oh no. Okay, now roll a d8 for me.
This is my nightmare. This is just like what happened with the clowns before.
Fallen victim to the clown mad.
God, a 6.
You take one look at this Umber Hulk's face as these giant golden compound eyes caked in red grease paint in a giant white face with little black lips and little red diamonds on its cheeks. Horrifying bug monster looks at you. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me. All of you watch Torvin take out this gun and the giant compound eyes. We zoom far into Torvin's past, a young astral elf in an astral dominion somewhere. And you see, you remember your distant parents, a foggy memory, a parade coming through town. You're holding a little thing of celestial popcorn, and suddenly you hear, "Hey, kiddo!" Ah! Clown leaps in front of you, and before you know it, you are 30 feet in it, just down the street to the left, just screaming in a vision the Umber Hulk has put in your head of a horrifying clown from your childhood. That is Torvin's turn. You have used all your movement. The Umber Hulk on a 5 or 6, the creature takes no action, but uses all its movement to move in a random direction. I am going to say that you do not have to use an action to dash, but instead, you take no action, but you use all your movement, so you're only 30 feet away, but you are not allowed to use your action. Are there any bonus actions that you would like to use on your turn? Or sorry, I actually think this says the wording means no bonus actions either. So you sprint down the street. We're going to move down in the initiative order to Neba. You are next to act.
I'm just, because I was having a nice conversation, and Torvin's just going to say, clowns.
Neba, who hates all of this, was trying to discreetly move you away, and then y'all picked a fight for no good reason. Okay.
Oh, it's a very good reason. Look at it.
No. So going back to the organ grinder that was crushed, was controlling this thing, yes, and is now smushed on the ground. It's only been a couple seconds. I would love to use my, I want to get as close. I want to get to like within 10 feet of the smushed organ grinder and extend my pseudopod, which is actually like a ponytail, the rough approximation of a ponytail, 10 feet out to deliver the touch spell, Spare the Dying.
On the organ grinder?
Yes.
Okay. So there is a cantrip for this. It's called Mending, but this is very, very cool. So we're going to cast Spare the Dying on this organ grinder. Oh, sorry.
I thought the guy was down.
The grinder himself.
The grinder himself.
The grinder of the organ.
The Astral Elf, and he's just fine.
The Astral Elf.
Yeah. I
When you,
meant to
oh, sorry.
set the
I thought you were
organ on
casting
fire,
men. I thought you were casting
Sorry. My brain thought the organ grinder is the guy that does the organ.
Well, weirdly, it's the same name. They use they refer
Why
to the
is it
person-
like that? Okay, well, that makes me sound unhinged.
You know, if you go to see Yo-Yo Ma in concert, a famous cello, you know, that's how all musical instruments work.
Amazing.
Yes, the Astral Elf is fine. The organ grinder, the organ grinder, the person is okay, but like fleeing. The organ grinder, the instrument, is not only crushed by an Umber Hulk, but also on fire because of Kaiho's magic sword.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. I forgot that you did extra damage to the thing that could have made this okay. And I think she was running over to probably try to cast Mending and just turns as the green flame hits that and is going to turn around and do a gesture in the rough approximation of a middle finger on a blobby hand. And then instead of that, I'm just going to use my Mask of Many Faces to disguise self as like a random GIF and just turn and walk away. And I just I point and send message to Kaiho that says, "Come to my place when you're done."
Amazing.
And then she just turns and walks away.
Neba, you peel off to head back to your place. Again, as a local, you know secret ways to get out of here away from the prowling captain approaching you. At the end of Neba's turn, that is going to be the Umber Hulk. It's going to use half its movement to rise to its feet, and it is going to wail on the person that hurt it. It's coming straight for Kaiho. Kaiho, what's your armor class?
20 currently, and can go higher.
Okay. One of its attacks hits, and
I will activate my shield. I can't let anything happen to Boxy here, not today like this. So my AC will go up to 25.
I am holding on to Kaiho's head, and I'm like, Kaiho, and I'm smacking Kaiho.
I'm concentrating. I know. It isn't.
One of its attacks makes it through the shield on a complimentary natural 20 from his. Kaiho, you take 13 points of damage from as this clown-faced Umber Hulk gets to its massive feet. This thing is 11 feet tall. Sonny, even for you, this is like a monstrously large opponent. And takes a swing, but that's all it does on its turn.
Important point of clarification: if it ends the turn in the grease, it's got to save again, or it can fall again.
Perfect. We'll do exactly that right now.
16.
16 is the DC. Let's roll this here. It fails again and hits the deck. Blam.
Kai has definitely scratched up, and I just look down at it, just kind of go, I love this shirt.
Boxy and Riddle, it is your turn. And you guys can determine which of you goes first. If either of you are going first, you can also see whose dexterity is higher.
Mine is at 20.
Mine is at 16.
You can go first, Gina, if you want. Boxy.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Boxy starts haphazardly kind of crawling down Kaiho with no care at all, just kicking him in the face. And she would
Mind the grease, darling.
She would like to grab her dagger and run over to the Umber Hulk and attack. But before she attacks, she looks over at the organ grinder and says, "Hey, how many organs you got in there? You have any left? I might need some." And there's no. What do you mean? There's a big confusion here with this whole organ situation. Whatever, we'll deal with it later. And so she jumps up with her dagger to attack, and she jumps a whole 3 feet off the ground for his knees.
Amazing. First things first, give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
I feel like the crossbow's malfunctioning. Shouldn't it have warned us that the Umber Hulk was going to start rampaging? Fine.
You recall a small rattle as the organ grinder broke.
Yeah, I'll have to restring it later.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering what that was. I rolled a 6.
Okay, I need you to roll a 1d8.
1d8. And that is a 6.
6. Okay. You are also going to move in a random direction. I'll go ahead and roll here. Boxy, you look into the Umber Hulk's glistening compound eyes, enormous. It can see in front of and behind itself at the same time. And we move all the way back, a childhood memory. You're standing over the bodies of dead animals. This is outside of a tannery, small bones assembled there as you try to bring these creatures back to life. A group of other Kender children point at you. She likes dead things. And
Aww.
leaping out of their midst is a clown. There was not a clown in this memory. You don't know why this clown is here. Only Torvin had a memory with a real clown in it. And you sprint past the Umber Hulk, and it is going to get an attack of opportunity on you as you leave its threatened area. It's going to swing. What is your armor class, Box?
Armor class is 17.
On an 18, it hits your armor class and deals you 13 points of damage.
Ooh, ow. Ow, come on, get it out. That's not fun. I'm coming for that eyeball later.
However, the good news is because you sprint away, you avoid the grease at the end of your turn and do not have to make the reflex saving throw as you sprint out of danger, fleeing from the memories that this confusing glare has arisen in you. By the way, Kaiho, I'm pretty sure you need a reflex save to not go down for the grease as well, right?
I'd made it.
Cool,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Moving down in the initiative order, that is going to be Riddle.
What is the radius of the grease spell?
10 feet.
Okay. Wow, you have really beautiful eyes, she says to the Umber Hulk. And then her empathetic function kind of kicks in as she turns over and looks at Torvin. Oh, I'm so sorry, Torvin. I forgot that you have, what's it called? Cowlphobia, a fear of clowns. Okay, Umber Hulk, you're scaring my friends, so I'm going to need to play hide and seek with you now. And as a bonus action, I would like to hide.
Incredible. Go ahead and make a bonus action stealth check.
Okay, that's a 27.
Wow, that's quite good.
I'm sneaky.
Very sneaky. Okay, what do you do next?
So if I am half cover, that adds a +2 to my AC, and I believe it gives me advantage to hit. Is that correct?
So here's the funny thing. Being behind cover does not give you an advantage to hit. Being hidden does. Attacking from hiding does. So you do have advantage for that. Now, one thing I have to check is because this Umber Hulk is prone, it might have it's possible that ranged attacks
Disadvantage,
yeah. Attack roll. So you would actually need to get into the grease to get this attack with. So in other words, either your attack's at disadvantage, which means that you would roll it straight because your advantage and disadvantage would cancel out, or you would have to move within 5 feet of the creature.
So the advantage and the disadvantage would cancel. Okay, so I just need to get within like 10 feet or 5 feet.
Or you need to get within 5 feet of it to.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that. And I will roll to hit.
Before you roll to hit, go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Oh no, a natural 1 for a 9.
A
Wait,
9.
No, that's a 7.
A 7. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
sorry.
Go ahead and roll 1d8.
That's going to be a 7.
Okay. Riddle, you respond differently to this thing's confusing eyes. You somewhere in your brain of gears and wires and cogs and circuits, you have never dreamed. So there's no thing it can't go back to you. You do not sleep. So it looks for something and cannot find it there. But some weird circuit fires. You are going to attack a creature within 5 feet of you, which at the moment is Kaiho or the Umber Hulk. Now, what that means for our purposes is you're going to make a very important D20 roll. And I'm going to need you to assign odds or evens to the Umber Hulk or to Cairo.
Odds, Umber Hulk.
Go ahead and roll.
9.
9! You attack the Umber Hulk! Incredible!
Yes!
You have advantage. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
All right. So that first one is a 9. Oh my God, are you serious? The second one's a 9. 3 9s in a row?
Wow, wild. Is that a 9 on the die or 9 with the bonus added?
With the bonus added.
Incredible. So, Riddle, there's a moment of confusion. Oh. These circuits fire. You go, not Kaiho, not Torvin's friend. Ah! Cling! And your axe on your hand gets lodged in the Umber Hulk's claw as it pushes it back and forward. That is your bonus action and your action. At the end of your turn, I'm going to need a reflex saving throw, DC 16.
What do I roll for a reflex saving throw?
Dexterity.
Man, the 3.5 jumped out.
Bunch of additions to this game in the old noodle.
Bunch of additions. Look at that. Yeah, that'll be dexterity saving throw.
All right, that is an 18.
18. You are cool as a cucumber on top of this grease spell. You have all the agility you need. So you keep your feet even with your axe jammed in the mighty claw of the Umber Hulk.
Awesome.
That is going to be Sunny.
All right. So when I see Neba storm off, I'm just like, ugh, and I stamp my feet. I'm like, this is so unfair. But whatever. So I'm gonna like stride forward like I'm on a freaking runway, like absolutely 6-inch heels, like and I'm gonna look straight at the thing.
Amazing. Charisma saving throw.
There
DC
we
15.
go. Let's start with that.
Stomp the runway. Good. That's important. Always start off.
It's a 12.
I'm gonna need that
Darn
D8.
it.
I'm gonna need that D8 roll.
Darn it. Man, I had some fun planned. Okay, D8 roll.
Am I the only one that passed?
Yes!
I will say this. Umber Hulks are the Benny Hill of monsters. They are truly... the yakety sax plays in the background of every Umber Hulk fight.
I got a 2.
A 2. Okay. Thankfully, you are not going to hurt your friends here.
Okay, this is good.
So you walk up.
Yeah. I strike a pose.
This thing looks at you. Scintillating gold. Your father, a handsome bugbear in a smoking jacket with a long pipe, a very wealthy bugbear. Sonny, I'm not going to have you going to some monk training academy to focus on martial arts. There's a finishing school for young women studying to be debutantes. To marry well, our family doesn't have all of this wealth for you to go jumping off of roofs and kicking people in the head, young lady.
Can I offer? I then turn and look in a mirror, and my makeup, my perfect makeup, looks like a clown face.
Your reflection stares back at you in perfect clown makeup going, true. And all of you, this is the first time someone has gotten this Umber Hulk reaction. Sunny is completely frozen. Sunny is...
There's just a single tear, like, straight down my hair in this place. It's just like... But I'm frozen. It's like, because I froze with like an, totally like hit my mark and then just...
You're frozen mid-Vogue weeping.
Is it Friday already? Yeah.
And I strode up to within 10 feet. I didn't go into the grease. So I purposefully struck my pose right outside the.
Ooh, this is right. This is some cool bugbear stuff. I love this.
Cool bugbear stuff. As you can see, as soon as I go, you can tell like my arms are long.
Yeah.
So I stopped 10 feet away.
Incredible.
But I do nothing with him.
It is the end of the first round.
Well, there's one other thing that happens. Gokota goes on his own initiative.
Hell yeah.
Gokota has a 10. He is going to come down and just land on the bugbear's head from behind because the Gokota's going to perform the help action for me.
So your bright pink owl flies in to give the help action to Sunny. We're going to go back to the top of the order at the beginning of the next round.
Well, he's going to give the help action to me.
Oh, giving the help action to you. Sorry.
Apparently, I'm the only one fighting the Umberhawk. So yeah,
I'm a base for like, I'm just like the gorgeous like base for the.
I tried.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
we all tried.
Kaiho, our valorous Kaiho, did not get the confusing eyes of the Umberhawk. You're going to do us the honors here.
Sorry, and he started it.
And he very much started it. Yes. I'm going to need you to roll a 1d4.
I just pulled a d4 out when we were talking earlier, and then promptly it is up. There it is.
Apparently, I have advantage against charm, but I feel like because of the clown, it evened out.
A 1.
A 1. You hear shouting in the street, back maybe 2 blocks away around a corner. A group of people is approaching as you continue your fight with the Umberhawk.
One thing at a time.
And I'm going to say it is your turn now.
I do. I guess the only one that I think is, well, I guess the Riddle is nearby, even though she's out of swords. I guess Sunny's nearby. I don't yell. Kaiho never yells. But I do just say, more people are approaching. I'm sure they'll be here soon. And then go in with the green flame again. So,
oh, yeah, go for it.
Let's see. That is less good. That is going to be a 17.
17 does not hit.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's enough. Yep. Even with the help action.
Also, I'm still gonna need that that confusing eyes check as well.
Oh, I'm not immune if I pass the first time.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see.
See, if it's charisma, I got an 18. But
when a creature is able to see the Emerald sense, force it to make a DC. It's every round. Every round.
Yeah, and what you can intentionally look away and roll with disadvantage, right? I
believe so. Yes.
Yeah. No, but I'm gonna stare it down. It's 18 on the save.
Okay, you're okay. You take the swing, and it is still, you still get advantage on these attack rolls because it is prone.
Oh, well, let's see. This might go better. Now it's gonna be a 21.
21 is going to do it.
Ah, nice. Then I'm a green flame him again. That is going to be a total of 14 points of damage because I rolled the green flame separate. So
Hell
14
yeah.
total.
Umberhulk's now looking bloodied, now looking somewhat injured. As you whack into it, just overhand with the sword, scimitar coming down into the monster. Give me your reflex for the grease at the end of your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that I have advantage from the blade singering niche. 17. So same thing.
Same thing. You are still on your feet.
I fell in my own grace.
Torvin, that's going to be you again.
I do not like clowns. I don't like clowns. I don't like clowns. I don't like clowns. I don't like clowns. It's in the grease though, so it's a disadvantage. There's no way I can get around that, right?
It's actually, this is something that would occur to Torvin. Because it's prone, you have disadvantage unless you're right next to it, which means you might as well take the disadvantage from firing without looking at it.
I close my eyes. There are no clowns. There are no.
There are no clowns.
No, not today. There's no clowns. I fire.
Hell yes. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Of 30. I just rolled a 30.
You don't shoot with your eyes, you shoot with your heart. Let's go.
Wait, that's the disadvantage?
Yeah, yes.
The real bullets are the friends you made along the way.
Wait. Nope, I'm sorry, 27. You're right. I got the disadvantage. I got 27.
27. Okay.
Still.
Wow. That is quite good.
In my head canon, we have this moment. I go in all lethal samurai. He runs screaming and then has to be like, wait, hang on. We're being cool right now. Sorry. Plam. Yeah.
Let me roll the damage. And it's 14 points of damage.
Wow. Okay. Amazing.
I'm going to make my next attack roll with a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll 2 of these. So that is probably going to be it. That's a 16. And that's a 27. So I got 16.
16. Okay. You close your eyes, extend your arm, and feel your first bullet. Bam! And hear the crack of the carapace underneath it. Unbelievable gunslinging in the middle of the Rock of Brawl. You and Kyle, you just hit an Umberhulk with your eyes closed. You and Kyle have another moment of like, that's why your face is on the papers. Kyle, up in a second-story apartment up above this battle, a plasmoid husband and wife. The plasmoid husband turns around. He's got like little sort of like snail-like antenna made of his amoeba thing because that's just like the shape he likes. Goes, we can't keep living here. There's a guy who closed his eyes in the street to fire a gun. I have a brother who lives on the old dead god of the goblins. It's quiet there. You can have a nice life. Please, Margaret, we gotta move. We've gotta move.
Leave him, Margaret. He's a coward.
So
wait, Margaret's single?
I do very much give Torvin the witnessed moment. You know?
There it is. It is now Neba. Oh, Neba has.
Hold on. Can I be cheeky?
Yes, be cheeky. Be cheeky.
You've described people coming is there a universe in which I ran in that direction?
I'm going to say that we live in that universe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Who am I? Who's coming? Brennan? DM?
Who are you disguised as?
I am a generic Gith.
Just a Gith Yankee?
Just a random Gith Yankee.
You turn around the corner and feel yourself bump into the chest of a tall, lean illithid in a dark leather coat with a wide black hat and 2 multi-chamber guns on either hip that gleam with a sickly blue magic hidden within the chambers of the firearms. Bright white eyes, small and luminous, like pinpricks in the fabric of reality, gleam back at you as dark purple tentacles wiggle in greedy anticipation of its prey. Hey there, sugar. Looking for a fella by the name of Kyle. Wonder if you could help a poor old sinner out.
I begin to apologize profusely in Gith, a language I speak, but anyone that speaks Gith knows that I'm actually casting Thunderstep. I want to alert my friends, chump some damage, and get out of dodge.
Hell yes. I'm gonna say you cast Thunderstep. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. I need a DC 15 con save from you. And anyone else with it. That was the worst damage. Almost the worst damage you can roll on 3d10. Mm-hmm. I rolled 4. I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
On a successful save, that becomes 2 damage.
Incredible.
However, I will say this. The important part of this, which is you teleporting, the spell doesn't do that much damage. You're just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. As you teleport away, you go, whoom, and this is a spell that normally allows you to take one other person. I'm going to say you teleport back to your home, right?
Yeah.
Distance-wise, you're close enough to your home. As you teleport, you've heard stories about how fast Hakatha Slim is. It's a good thing you got out of there, because the legendary action that was coming at the end of your turn results in this. You, boom, appear in your home and hear behind you of rock shattering behind you in your home from the bullet that got fired fast enough to come with you.
Oh my God. And we just cut with me cussing loudly in GIF.
Hell yeah. We cut back to the initiative order. It is the Umber Hulk. Half the movement to get up is going to keep taking its swings on. Hold on 1 second. It's going to keep taking its swings on.
AC is currently 20. I guess Riddle's nearby, but I'm actively antagonizing it. My AC is currently 20 and can go higher if necessary. Do I hear the thunder, by the way?
You do hear the thunder, yes.
That's probably not good.
Okay. You have some hits incoming.
I'm going to go ahead and put the shield up and go to 25.
25. Okay. One of them still comes through, connects with you for 17 points of damage.
I had 9 left. I'm like, that's probably not good.
Boxy and Sunny, both of you see this Umber Hulk stand up, and one of its claws goes through Kaiho's stomach. The grease spell vanishes.
Right.
It towers over, chittering its terrible fangs, and that is now going to be Boxy's turn.
Yeah, I guess Gokoda's winks out of existence.
Boxy hears the thunder. She goes, "Oh, I don't like thunder very much." Tiny, she covers Tiny's ears, and then she looks over at Kaiho. She's like, "Oh, that's not good. How far am I from Kaiho?"
Honestly, you probably fall on your butt, because he just got gored in the stomach and you were on the shoulders of. Oh no,
I ran.
Yeah, she ran. Yeah, sure.
Oh, you ran.
Yeah.
You're 30 feet away.
I'm 30 feet away. Can I run? Oh, well, okay. No, I would like to cast Guiding Bolt.
Hell yeah.
And zippy zappy zoppy, make his knees all floppy. And then I point at him. Pink lightning bolts come out of my fingers, and there's hearts and bunnies. And the lightning bolt sounds like meow, 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 meow. Cacophony just meows. And it's just the cutest little thing you've ever seen.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm going to need this. So, Boxy, you've either got to look at this Umber Hulk and risk getting hit by its eyes again, or you have to keep your eyes away, which means you'll have to roll your attack roll with disadvantage. Which of those two options do you want to go with?
I can handle a little bit of trauma. It makes this fun.
Go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw.
I rolled a 5.
Go ahead and give me a D8 roll, if you'd be so kind.
Okay. A 5.
You have another vision looking into those eyes. You look into the Umber Hulk's eyes and see a moment again from childhood, back on Kryn, back where you were young once. And you are looking down and you see that there is a raccoon in the forest, rotting, its stomach filled with maggots, its skin moving and gyrating under the weight of all these vermin. The face looks up at you and says, "Don't worry about the other kids, Boxy. You're special just the way you are."
Oh, thanks, Mr. Raccoony. You don't look so good.
No, I'm feeling a little... And you see 2 gloved hands come out of the raccoon's mouth, pull it apart, and a clown's face goes, and
what are these things? I've never seen these things till today. They're everywhere.
You, for some reason, run in the opposite direction, bringing you right back to the Umber Hulk. So all of you see Boxy run back. Riddle, that is going to be you.
Do we still get a bonus action after?
Unfortunately, no. So you don't get a bonus action if you fail to save. But yeah.
Can I just insert one thing, Dungeon Master?
Yeah.
Of course, you have the right to veto it, but new game, new characters, a lot of fresh stuff happening.
Sure.
Boxy has the lucky feat where she could re-roll if she so chose.
Now that's not even a rules adjudication. That's just helping a friend out with their feat. So Boxy, you could choose to re-roll that saving throw and potentially avoid the horrifying raccoon nightmare that I gave you.
Is that the D8 again?
No, that just means you re-roll the D20.
Oh, the D20. Okay, hold on.
Get another
Try
shot at it.
again.
Roly poly oly. That is it's a 3.
Luck's run out.
Luck's run out. So you use one of your luck points. That's okay. That was still the right thing to do. Meagan, Riddle, that is going to be you.
Oops.
Oops.
Hey, Torvin, do you know where Neba went?
Don't look at the clown. Just shoot. Just don't look at the clown. Don't look at the clown. Just shoot the clown. Keep your eyes
Why?
closed. Shoot the clown.
Why?
It'll
I
make
didn't
you
look
think
at
bad
it.
thoughts.
It
Make you
has
think
beautiful.
clown thoughts.
It has beautiful eyes.
No, it
Clowns
doesn't.
are beautiful.
No, it doesn't. Shoot it in the eyes.
They do such a good
Close
job
your
on your
eyes
makeup.
and nope.
It's. I imagine because the Umber Hulk has these tusks that the clown makeup sort of has like this red lipstick along the tusks, and Riddle is just admiring the artistry that went into this. Riddle does not really have fear of things. But she does have empathy for her friends who are fearing things. So Riddle is going to roll to hit this Umber Hulk once again with her short sword.
Are you averting your eyes, or are you attacking? Are you attacking it? Are you trying to overcome the confusing gaze?
Well, I have a question for you. Since I'm a construct, how does that affect me?
It affects you, and you still have a mind. So people can detect your thoughts. People can still do that stuff. So
okay,
up to you. So you can either roll with disadvantage, or you can try to bypass this saving throw.
I think once I see that Torvin is scared again, I will avert my eyes.
Amazing. So go ahead and roll this attack with disadvantage. You will still get your sneak attack damage because Boxy has run back and is now helping you flank the monster.
Excellent. So with disadvantage, it's 19.
You hit! Riddle hits!
Yeah. Okay, I will roll for my sneak attack. That's going to be a 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
And was it the short sword? The sword?
Actually,
yeah, short sword. And then, okay, so if it's the same target, can I still use Whales from the Grave? How does that work? No. Okay.
No.
That's...
Did you roll your sword damage?
Oh, did I not?
You got 9 from your
I apologize.
sneak attack.
Just the sneak.
So that,
no worries.
gosh, 9 again.
Woo! Amazing. 9 damage from the short sword. Awesome. Incredible. Riddle surges forward, clicking with this like lightning fast mechanical gnome, like some sort of like nightmare cyberpunk Wizard of Oz creation. Yeah. And this short sword goes out 2 times. You feel a burst of hot insectoid blood as one of its knees buckles and bends the wrong way. This thing is very close to death, but it still is powering itself under the last of its feral bestial rage. Riddle, any bonus actions on your turn?
Yeah, can I bonus action hide?
You may have that is a wise choice. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Will do. That is a 18.
Let me see this thing's passive perception. I'm going to say Amazing. You fully do the move of skidding, like the sort of wet insectoid blood on the ground. You skid on your knees underneath it and vanish from its sight on the other side of it,
Awesome.
going through its legs. And that is going to bring us to Sunny's turn.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Gakota, the owl, can go and give help to someone.
Does my familiar wink out of existence when
you drop? I think it may well do that. So the familiar.
I think he does. Yep.
So familiar's gone. So Sunny, that is going to be you.
Okay. So Sunny's noticing that the eye thing is like a real problem. Mm-hmm. So Sunny's gonna like spin on the spot and drop to a cute little crouch, looking the opposite direction to take disadvantage on her attacks here.
Incredible. Yeah. Go ahead and make your attacks with disadvantage.
So as I spin, you see I like grab my scarf, which begins to like swirl above my head, and then I whip it back, attempting to kind of whip this Umber Hulk with my fancy scarf. So here we go. Disadvantage. Oh my god. That's an 8.
So, okay, well, sorry. I would like to see, actually, It does not automatically disappear because I'm unconscious. So I would like Gakota to offer the help action for Sunny.
Okay.
Can I use that? Yeah.
So that means that cancels that roll out. So just roll your first attack straight. New die.
So I know what it was.
Okay.
I mean, I know what the first roll was from those two. So that will be a 23.
23 absolutely hits. Would you like to roll all of your attacks together and then roll damage, or would you do damage as you go?
Yeah, I'd like to do my whole move, and then we'll go do the damage. So yeah, so the scarf whips around, and it goes and it like whips around like the neck of this thing, like where it's kind of weak, where its head sort of, the joint goes through, and it just like pulls, causing that like rope burn around the neck as I pull it back from me. And at the same time, then I'm gonna go on my hands, almost like a break dancer, and then my legs are going to go 2 feet backwards as I flurry of blows kick it from 10 feet away.
Love it.
And this is still with help or disadvantaged?
This is still
does it help my whole turn, or is it just help that
is just
attack?
The first attack.
Okay, so this is disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yes.
Okay, no worries, but I got 2 of them. So first disadvantaged foot kicking is a 19 to hit.
19 hits. You hit on the second attack.
Second flurry of blows at disadvantage roll is an 11.
11 does not hit.
Okay.
Roll damage for your first hit with the scarf, and then with your foot as you get up on your hands behind you.
Fantastic. The scarf pulls, and then the first foot like kicks into the side. The other one, I think I was going for that knee that went the wrong direction. So I was trying to target it, but it's not there anymore, thanks to Riddle. All right. So first is my whip scarf. Hey, that's a 10 max damage on that.
Incredible.
1 flurry of blows is a 7, so 17 total. Damage from Sunny, who stays facing this way, and she's like, "That's hot."
Sunny, describe to me what the gasping onlookers see as Sunny finishes the Umber Hulk in the center of the street.
So it was that first, it's like that first moment of being like, the scarf going around, and then as that like foot goes back and just like lands in maybe its eye, like in its squishiest point there, and you just see like the scarf is sort of falling down around her as the organ grinder begins to burn on the side here, and it just like floats down around her as she pulls her leg back, and the ooze falls out, and it falls to the ground behind her, and she goes, "That's hot."
The crowd bursts into applause.
Yes.
Yay!
She's like, whatever.
You see there's like a very elderly Hadozi couple, like Hadozi grandparents, and the grandma looks at the grandpa and goes, "That enormous schoolgirl is incredible at fighting."
It's nothing, like, whatever.
And this was the last round you had.
Yes.
Kaiho is down and unconscious. Kaiho, make a death saving throw.
We're still in initiative.
We're going to stay in initiative because you're still down. You're making death saves.
That is a fail. The void is calling.
The void is calling. Kaiho, you're on the ground, bleeding out of your stomach. You look down the street. You're seeing a world where the horizontal of the street is now the vertical to you. Your head is on the pavement. Light is fading, and you see around the corner a familiar pair of black boots walks. You can see them because you're looking through legs, and you know that you're prone and covered by bodies, but you see far away black boots as your vision starts to go.
I feel like my ancestors are calling me to join the eternal battle, everyone that's died in combat, and chase the mind flayers into the next world to eradicate them again, but I can't leave here just yet. That one's coming with me. That's what I'm thinking as I'm laying there. Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah. We're still in initiative because there's still someone making death saves. So Torvin, that's going to be you.
I just keep on. So it's dead. It's dead.
The Umber Hulk is fully dead. Your situation has gone from there's a monster rampaging to Kaiho is down, and you hear shouts from the far end of the street as a really big gang of pirates rounds the corner.
I'll get to you very soon, don't you worry. When we've dispatched our clown friend, I just shoot my gun off out like into the air.
Cool.
So the end of it is really hot. I'm like, I'm really sorry about this. I know we haven't really spoke or formally introduced ourselves, and I just stick the hot end of the pistol with a medicine check into Kaiho's wound to stop the bleeding.
Give me a medicine check with advantage, because that's the coolest shit I've ever heard about in my life. Getting cauterized at gunpoint, that's very, very dope.
I got 14, I got 12.
I believe
that's still pretty metal.
Is the DC for stabilizing is, I think it's DC 10. It's a DC 10 medicine check. So you cauterize the wound. Kaiho is stabilized.
Kyle, how many hit points do you have?
0 right now.
Currently 0.
Oh, that's not good. Can I use Circle of Mortality?
Yeah, so you as a Grave Cleric, because I'm at 0, any healing spell you cast on me will do the maximum. So, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so Boxy runs over to Kaiho, and she's like, here. And then she hands him Tiny the bunny. She's like, this will make you feel way better. Okay, don't get it dirty. Hi-ho, we gotta fix Kaiho. And then
Boxy's vibe is one that is a little bit altered, a lot of dead things. So this is not like a and you're all better. The red burning like injury of the cauterized gun wound heats up even more, and you like Dracula plank leap to your feet, holding Tiny with like a nasty scar over your fully healed body.
I just look down at it, one of now many. Underneath my shirt is just a tapestry of wounds that she has very poorly put back together over time. Just needlessly zigzag scars and marks and things. And I just like get up for a second, I hold Tiny, I'm like, oh, thank you, darling. Always there when I need you. Hello, Torvin. Hello, robot gnome. Hakatha Slim is right there. And I just I just wasn't dead. I'm like, no, screw this guy in particular. You know, just sword up. Yeah.
Okay, so we come out of initiative. Torvin, Riddle, Boxy, Sunny. You see Kaiho just freshly almost dead, preparing to square up, and remember Neba's words of come find me when you're done.
Yes.
What do the four of you do as Kaiho squares up?
Torvin!
I mean, I'm immediately going to go like grab his arm and start like pulling him. I guess the direction Neba went was the one where the people are coming, but I'm gonna start pulling him into an alley, someplace that's like, if he'll let me.
Yes. So go ahead and you go. Is anyone assisting Sunny in this endeavor?
I'm pretty big, but still.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me athletics, and you're getting the help action, so do it with advantage.
Okay,
versus
great.
It's same. I don't really fight her. You know what I mean? Like,
Can I just roll it for funsies?
Oh, of
roll
course.
for
No,
funsies.
but
Yeah, Boxy's too.
Yeah. No,
go
please.
ahead. No, Boxy's too. She's too distracted with the applause. Everyone like, yay!
Hell yeah.
I don't know why I'm rolling so poorly, but a 14 with advantage,
Amazing.
just for fun.
How is Riddle? Wait, how is
being
Riddle
gentle.
helping a bugbear? Like,
Well, I don't. Riddle rolled a 11, so she just kind of looks at Sunny like, yeah, you're strong. You got this.
It's classic. Gnome runs behind, hunkers down. Bugbear pushes over the trip on the gnome.
I help. Yeah.
I will say, as she's pushing me, and I have every intention of executing this guy in the street, as she's trying to move me away, it occurs to me, if I do this right now, there's a chance that they're going to get hurt. I don't care about me. I will take this dude's head, but I'm like, fine.
As I'm pushing, be like, you're being so annoying right now. Just, okay, just.
You don't
Okay.
understand. You don't know what those things did to us. You don't know what he did to us.
Get
it's a lot
over
like what
it.
clowns do to people. And by the way, I know we've never met, but my name's Torvin, and would you like position on our crew?
Crew of fine. Let's just
Once
find
we
Neba.
get the killing
Fine.
done, yeah. No,
Yes.
we talk about it.
As you all sprint, Kaiho, Sunny's got you over one shoulder.
Fireman.
Fireman. Boom, boom. Riddle is like full
Fire
wheeling
lady.
down the street.
I will just say, even though she's carrying me, like as I'm looking down the street in the palm of my hand, you see a beam of red, like a pea-sized flame. That if I see Kaiho's face, I'm going, or Hakatha, I'm going to fireball him. Like I don't get the shot, but it's like I'm ready for him to be like, I will execute this guy.
Yeah. Kaiho, as you are readying to execute Hakatha Slim, Sunny running there. Sunny, you probably got room for Boxy in the other arm.
Oh yeah, I can take Boxy easy. I don't even feel Boxy.
Yeah. Boxy looks over on the other shoulder at Kaiho like, hey, I know you look really cool with the light in your hands, but you also look silly because you're still holding my bunny from earlier.
I'd look down at it and I'm like, well, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me, right? But thank you. And I do hand it back.
Thank you.
You hand the bunny back. Riddle is zipping along on wheels next to sprinting Torvin, who is actively trying to job recruit both people Sunny is holding, and presumably Sunny, as you sprint down the street towards a secret door hidden in a brick alleyway that will bring you back to Neba. And as you wend your way through the streets of the lower market, that's all for this episode of Legends of the Multiverse.
Yay!
Is this a weird time to ask if anyone wants to join a pirate crew again?
This is the perfect time to ask you guys. We have a really important proposition for you.